What is up, guys? Today our Project MX-5 is going to be getting a fun upgrade in the form of brand new taillights from a company called Archaic. This company reached out to me to see if I'd be interested in using their taillights on our vehicle, and as it turns out, I had been wanting to upgrade the taillights on this car anyway because I was never really a fan of this aftermarket style that came with the car. Since I have not seen these specific taillights before, I am very eager to try them out and let you guys know how they look, function, and kind of give you my honest feedback. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get these opened up and installed on the car. So I kind of lied. I did open these up as soon as I received them. I was just super excited to open the box and take a look. But let's go ahead and open these up and show you guys what it's like if you were to get these brand new yourself. So you open the box, and then of course you have the instruction manual. And then one of the first things I noticed was just how beautifully packaged these taillights are in here. It reminds me a lot of getting a new iPhone or Apple product. You can see you've got the foam block here that the taillights sit in. It's all carved specifically for the shape of the taillights, and then all of the plastic that they're wrapped in. To me, this demonstrates dedication to quality from a manufacturer just for going through these extra steps when it comes to the packaging. It feels like a special experience opening these up. But taking a look at the taillight itself, you can see we've got more shrink wrap here on the lens to make sure it's not scratched. On the back side, you've got brand new gasketing already applied, and then here's all the wiring modules here. So these should be just plug and play with this one little connector, and then this connector right here controls the startup animation. That's right, these are full LED taillights, and they do come with a little startup sequence, and you can turn that off by unplugging, I believe it's this connector right here. Or maybe this one. We'll figure that out in the video. But so far, first impressions from opening the box, these feel like a very, very nice product, and I think they're gonna look absolutely fantastic on the car. Removing the old taillights and installing the new ones is quite simple. If you have trunk carpet, you'll need to remove some of it in order to get to the taillights. Our car never came with trunk carpet, so it's all right here. Now there's 4 nuts that hold each taillight in and need to be removed. I like to start though with the wiring harness. It's just one connector with the tab toward the front of the car that needs to be depressed, and then the connector should slide out. With the nuts removed and connector unplugged, you can pull the taillight assembly straight out and off the car. Now the gasket that was on the original taillights may end up sticking to the car. If it does, you want to go ahead and pull that off and then try to clean up as much of it as you can, so that way the new taillights sit on flush and nicely. Now to install the new taillight, it's as simple as doing the reverse of what we just did. You'll make sure you have it in the correct orientation. There's this little plate here at the top that sits right between the quarter panel and then this trunk finish panel. So you want to make sure it's in this orientation here. Make sure all of the wiring is not going to get caught between the body of the car and the taillight. So I like to put that through the opening and then just line it up through the bolt holes just like that. And then let's go ahead and get at least one of the nuts on to secure it. Make sure that they don't fall out and scratch them all up. And then while we still got everything in this position where it's easy to take it back out if we need to, I like to go ahead and plug up the wiring and test out the lights to make sure that they do function properly. So it's just the one connector again, just like that. And then for the purposes of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and pull off this plastic covering. These just look so beautiful already. Let's go ahead and test them out. So that you're seeing as the light went around the rings, and then it was kind of flashing brighter and less bright. That was that startup animation there. I actually really like the way that that looks. I think I'm going to keep it. If you don't want the startup animation, then you just need to unplug that connector with the purple and the black wiring, and then they should just turn on and off like this. Personally though, I really like that startup animation. I think it looks super cool. And man, these just really give a beautiful modern look to the NA Miatas. I think this is an amazing looking taillight. Let's see what it looks like when we have the turn signals on as well as the reverse lights. So that's how you install new taillights on your MX-5. It is a super quick and easy process. It probably took me less time to actually install them than it did just to film the intro of this video. But overall, I'm super happy with these Archaic taillights. I think they look amazing. Initial quality seems very high. Time will tell. I'll keep an update here in the future on how they perform if I have any trouble or issues with them. But for now, you guys can find your own set on Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description below. They do have US stock of these lights, and they do also make a full RGB color changing model that is available exclusively on their website. I'll link that down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.